Hey guys, Tbull here. Today we're going to check out Ciliax to begin with. Porcupine slot 2. Here's the one I would recommend. Accuracy, and range, 12%. Here's the new option. 15% range sounds good. 2 plus damage controls. That's intended for the battle cruisers. I'll compare and contrast those here in a moment. Slot 3, traditionally I would always use Firefighter. Lowers the fire chance, damage control, cycler, and limits fires to 3. Very valuable. But this new one is intriguing and it enhances secondaries. And on Ciliax, we enhance the secondaries. So we get more damage and we get additional fire starting chance. Luckily, now that Will to Rebuild has been neutered, you should be using Fight Fire with Fire on all your battleships. In general, maybe that Scissors one's fine, I don't know. But this one kind of ameliorates the removal of that slot 3 one that I traditionally would recommend. Of course, we got the Epic Reload mod on here for secondaries. Tears of the Desert Domination mode. And you are going to be shedding tears when you see how far Blue goes out of their way to throw this game. It's going to be amazing. We are going to be broadcasting this game during the April edition of the members stream. Now, if you ever want to see how good games of World of Warships are played, join as a member and come play with us during the monthly stream. Here we load in at the same time. We play with people that like to play the game and learn how to play the game and actually are trying to win the game. And it's universally regarded as the best games of the month of everybody involved. It's not even close. So you go from, this, which is typical legendary tier, absolute trash play. I mean, it's amazing how bad this ending is. On one end of the spectrum, and when you got the other end of the spectrum where a lot of people are trying to win the game, completely different outcome. Okay, so I get everyone watching the channel is not necessarily a pro player. In fact, a lot of my viewers are beginners. That's good. We're going to go ahead and point out quite succinctly and clearly how to not throw these games at the end. All right, so Rupprecht, we're moving in, and slot 2, Porcupine. Let's get back to that. The accuracy, huge, right? The secondaries, when you're not running Porcupine, go all over the place. Now here, you can see we have a limited amount of the heals and the damage controls. Like the Soviets on these German battle cruisers, you get minimum damage control parties. 3 is not very many for a match. If you can add 2 more, 5, that tends to be plenty. So that is an advantage, but as you'll see here, most of my Rupprecht games are about 5 minutes or less. Anyways, we're not here for a long time on the ship. We're here for a good time, and it's usually disastrous for Red. In fact, we'll basically smash their destroyer core and wreck this whole side here in the first few minutes. So, the extra survivability, if you're going to play it more conservative than I tend to do, that's fine. That might be the better option. But the secondaries, when you're not running Porcupine, you're not getting that double dose of accuracy. They get a little wonky. All right, so for slot 3, that new one, it adds a little bit of damage, 5% potentially on the secondaries. That's going to be very visible when we're fighting things like destroyers here. You see where there's no armor on these things. We're hitting them close range, and we're getting a lot of damage during these hits. When we're going against like battleships, where more of the hits are going to be encountering armor, that's going to be doing 0 damage. That enhancement doesn't work quite as well. The extra fire chance never hurt anything, but 2.5%, that's not huge. But again, because of the legendary tier perk, that limits the fires to 3 anyways, which is the primary benefit of that slot 3 fire reduction one. And I would still just lean into it, right? We're going all in on the secondaries. Might as well go all in on them, all right? But if you want to keep that slot 3 fire perk on there, that reduces the risk of catching fire by 15% and cycles the damage control by 15% quicker. That's not a bad option either. All right, so I get that. Of course, slot 4, I always recommend the secondary consumable enhancement perk, whatever that is, over the heals. Again, we're here to go all in on secondaries. If we want tanky battleships that are going to be around for a long time, not going to be the line we're going to be playing. We're not going to be as aggressive as we're doing here. So you can see here, we got 2 kills, but more importantly, we've basically smashed 2 destroyers over here. Yeah, we have 3 destroyers sitting in A who could have very easily rushed that one that was just shooting me from the smoke, taking him out. and then they can go and nuke that thing in the cell. So we got 2 caps. They got their home cap. We got 1 destroyer in C. And at this point in time in the game, right, most objective viewers would be like, oh, wow. I mean, that was a quick, complete wipeout. No way in hell blue will ever lose this game. Have you ever played on the blue team? Have you seen the blue team play the game before? They will not disappoint. Here's a beautiful thing here. You got 3 Shimas versus 1 gearing. All right, so fair enough. The gearing much better with the guns. I mean, it's not dramatically better. And a half health gearing. 3 Shimas with shots. The second one finally shoots at him. There, I mean, that's a pretty significant advantage. Ooh, now the backline Betty battleship's hitting one of the guys. Somehow the gearing, the half health gearing, kills 1 destroyer. Destroyer number 3 on the left-hand side of the screen elected to not shoot once. Curious strategy. Yeah, he's watching his torps. He's got those torps going to the battleship. You don't want to get too distracted when you're watching those. Ooh. Well, looks like the gearing's actually going to kill the second Shima with 2,000 health left. Oh, here comes the new Shima. Decides to... Oh, he's already killed 2 of our destroyers. We better start taking this seriously. Can I hit the dude? No, I can't. Oh, wow, the Yamato. So essentially a gearing 1v3's 3 Shimikazes. Now, Shimikazes often played poorly, as we saw there. But that was remarkable. The game is specifically designed so that it is extremely hard to lose when you have, numerical advantages like that. You got a backline Betty Yamato who apparently can aim. He can actually hit the destroyers. But you got 3 Shimas point blank against a half health gearing. I mean, that's on paper. That's you go into that battle assuming that you're going to win that one. Do not assume. You ever been on the blue team? Do not make assumptions. All right, well, now we got 2 caps to 2, right? This should be easy. We still got 2 more destroyers. One of them full health, one of them 3/4 against a gearing who again has, 3 or 4% health left. One more Shima presumably on C who, somehow captured the base despite being down 1 to 3 ships over there. Wasn't paying too close attention to what was going on. And then they got this Musashi or whatever here who's on the rope. So, yeah, they tied it up in ships. We still have a nice 20-point lead. All we got to do is maintain that. Look here. We got the dude spotted on A, the red destroyer with 1 shot worth of health left, right? Surely he's already dead. No, he's managing to kill the next Shimikaze. Wow. This is absolutely remarkable gameplay. Wow, good job there. Not our team, and no, the gearing. I mean, he's stepping up to the plate and absolutely smashing these guys who are extremely reticent to shoot. I don't know how you can possibly make it to legendary tier and lose a 3v1 and then another 1v1 with full health versus no health. But they managed to do it. But that's all right. Look at this. He's flipping A. Sure, we can go ahead and flip their home cap. Our dude, the last Shima, right next to it. Easy, right? You can trade these caps, and we still got the 20-point lead. That's no harm, no foul, right? Oh, well. All right, first he's got to get on the cap. Oh, here he goes. He's on the cap, and he's off of the cap. Okay, we're going with a different strategy here. Concede the lead. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of sports, but usually when a team's winning the game, they try and let the other team come back just to make it more even. No, that's not how sports work at all. Actually, usually the team that's in the lead tries to maintain that lead by employing strategies to either defend that or increase their lead by focusing on the offense. There's different strategies, different approaches, of course, but here we're electing to just concede the lead. Very unorthodox, we'll say. But no problem. We got a nose-in battleship. They got a nose-in battleship. We got another battleship who is sailing to the north. He's turned around from the sea cap, which he had an opportunity to press. And he's actually just decided to wander off. Remarkable decision-making. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that necessarily. We'll keep an eye on him. He's not going to be in a relevant position for quite a while, obviously. But you never know. Maybe late in the game he might have some sort of effect. We're launching widespreads. We're doing everything. All right, here we go. Oh, now we got the Shima shooting the nearly full health Yamato. Well, he almost got on the cap again, but elected to get off. So it's not looking good all of a sudden, even though we, 5 minutes in, didn't look like this game could possibly be lost. But don't let blue surprise you, man. Don't let them surprise you. They will find the way. All right, so the gearing, the 1 health gearing, now going for B. Of course, if our destroyer recognized that, he would just sail north, defend the cap, get 1 green flag, which would boost the score, kill the destroyer with 1 shot, and then maybe he would start thinking about getting A or their home cap B. I mean, he's got options, or C, or whatever that cap is, D, who knows. Can't see on the replay, it's too small. But no, he's going to continue to gun down the Yamato. Gun down the Yamato, yes. The Yamato, he's got 50,000 health. Shima, I got 10,000 on a good day, 20,000, whatever it is. Who gives a shit? Yamato can one-shot him, no problem. Shima, it would take roughly 3,000 shots at the rate of damage that he can deal to the Yamato. Of course, the armor structure in the Yamato, far too great for the Shimakaze to do any sort of reliable damage whatsoever. So he'll be relying on fire damage, doing 50,000 damage of fire damage on the Yamato, not necessarily the easiest thing. You can see the no health gearing utilizing island cover. So the gearing clearly knows what he's doing. Would have been nice to have been on his team, but we got the other guys that really don't know what they're doing whatsoever. So I mean, you win some, you lose some. Oh, the battleship in the east did manage to turn around. I think he re-arrived at the position he was at 10 minutes ago after doing a little loop-de-loop, so that's kind of fun. Here's another full health Shima. Of course, they'll start to gun him down, right? They're going to not just kind of continue to focus on this Yamato, who's not pressuring any bases, really is not doing much, except for distracting these guys. Surely they're, if they zoom out in between shots and look at the map, they'll see what's going on, or even if our remaining destroyers like, who's shooting me? Oh, there's a shot coming off the rear of that ship. Finally, someone looks around here. Oh, and they're whittling down that old battleship on the other side of the map. We do have their gearing spotted on B as well, as you can see on the map here. So there's opportunities still for the blue team to win the game. It's not looking good, of course. They did concede that 20-point lead that they had a moment ago. And now they're down by about 325 points. Inexplicably. I've watched this back. I just played this game a moment ago. I still have a hard time figuring out how they managed to pull this off. I mean, this is one of the worst games I've ever seen. And I've played about 17,000 games, so I've seen thousands and thousands of really, really, really bad games played here. But this one's actually remarkable, so I hope you're enjoying this. Shima somehow loses the gunfight against the Yamato, and that was a little surprising for him. Not for me. Hopefully not for you. Or if it was surprising for you, hopefully you're picking up on my cues that maybe these aren't the strategies you want to play. All right, so we got the remaining battleship. He should be moving into the center of the map here. Of course, he is now forced to sink everyone, right? Because we've conceded the point lead a long time ago, 3 caps to 1. We're not going to win on score no matter what, so we have to kill everyone. How do we kill everyone? We get as close to them as possible. That means going into the middle of the map. What does our main man elect to do here? He goes to the south again. A lot of battleships kind of like feel like you can't get anywhere near the action for some reason. Every shot's got to be long range or whatever. Eradicate that thinking if it exists in your mind. It's just such a bad losing play that you're putting a lot of downward pressure on a win rate that you need to have a good win rate in this game. You kind of have to figure out how to play the game. That takes a long time, no doubt about it. But eliminate these type of things here. Shoot guys when you got an advantage. Shoot destroyers when they're spotted. Move towards the caps. Domination mode, if your win rate's going to be any good at all, you have to be focused on getting the caps exclusively. Doing whatever else you're doing. Oh, there's a battleship over there. I'm just going to zoom in on him for 5 minutes and shoot him. Why? Why are we doing this? Or those guys were next to a cap when they were doing that anyways. You might as well at least get on the cap if you're going to fight someone, maybe you can capture it, which would give yourself a chance. But anyways, this is one for the record books, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Where did blue go wrong? Did they have any chance whatsoever, or was it over when the rosters were assigned? I thought we had a pretty good chance about 4 minutes into the game, but we will get the top score. That's good news, despite being dead for 80% of the match. We still did have a team carrying performance, unfortunately. And a lot of our damage was done with secondaries, which has rewarded lower XP than normal hits, so that's even more bizarre. That's a good one for you guys there. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. New to the channel, consider subscribing. Lots of World of Warships coming all the time. Questions, comments, leave below. Love to hear from you, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.